Give Miguel a round of applause.
On October 3rd, 2011, a 37-year-old man and an 86-year-old man, both from Kern County in Sacramento, are the first reported fatalities from West Nile virus this year. These unfortunate deaths remind us of the potential danger of mosquito bites and West Nile virus. Having said that, I will inform you today of what West Nile virus is, how is it transmitted, and what species of mosquito transmit this virus. First, what is West Nile virus? West Nile virus is a single-stranded RNA virus that is transmitted by mosquitoes. Although 80% who are infected remain asymptomatic. What does asymptomatic mean? It means that you have the virus, but you have no symptoms. Both wild and domestic birds, especially crows, ravens, and jays, act as a viral reservoirs for West Nile virus. Currently, West Nile virus is found in much of Canada and the United States. Experts believe that the West Nile virus infection is established as a seasonal epidemic, with peak incidence occurring in July through October, around more or less. But having said that, that still doesn't mean you can get bit outside those months and don't catch West Nile virus. You can get bit anytime and you can still catch this virus. That leads me to my second point. So, how is this virus transmitted? Who would like to know? Okay, in this picture right here, you're going to see the mosquito and the crow. Those are what you call carriers. They're the only ones that could actually have this virus. A human being, a horse, all kinds of mammals are dead-end hosts. That means we cannot transmit this disease to another individual. The only way the West Nile virus transfers is the mosquito needs to bite a bird that has the West Nile virus, and then the mosquito needs to bite you. That's how the disease is transferred. But there is also another way that this disease can get transferred, and this is kind of scary. Another way West Nile virus can be transmitted is by blood transfusion. Yes, blood transfusion. According to an article, West Nile virus infection transmitted by blood transfusion in 2003 by Teresa Harrington, blood donors were assessed for recent infection and possible West Nile virus positives. And it turned out that 3 out of 15 of the blood donors had West Nile virus in them, which means that they were actually passing it on to somebody else. If you're having an operation or something and you're getting blood from a blood donor and they're infected with that West Nile virus, you can get it too, and without getting bit or nothing. It is estimated that about 20% of the people who become infected with West Nile virus develop West Nile fever. Symptoms include fever, headache, tiredness, body aches, occasionally a skin rash. The illness usually lasts from 2 to 15 days, according to the Centers for Disease Control.gov. On more severe West Nile disease cases, West Nile develops West Nile encephalitis or meningitis. Symptoms include headache, high fever, neck stiffness, disorientation, coma, convulsions, muscle weakness, and in a severe case, paralysis. It is estimated approximately 1 in 150 persons infected will develop a more severe form of the disease. However, people at the age of 50 and small children are at the highest risk for getting severely ill when infected with West Nile virus, according to West Nile virus technician Salvacella. Which leads me to my third point, which species of mosquitoes actually transfer the virus? Well, in this valley, we have two very common type of mosquitoes that actually transfer this virus. The one on your right, Culex conchifaciatus, we call it quinx for short, commonly known as the southern mosquito, is a medium-sized brown mosquito that only exists in lower temperatures. Life cycle, it goes from first stage to fourth stage. After it reaches the fourth stage, it becomes pupate. Once it reaches pupate, it's ready to fly off. And a lot of people may think that, oh, you know, I might be safe, you know, the temperature is going down. Well, actually, when temperature, they only need a few degrees in humidity, and once it gets humid, man, those things pop out in a day or two. You can get infested. Larvae feed on biotic material in the water and require between 5 to 8 days to complete their cycle, and that is more or less, you know, it's not a fact. It depends on temperature, pretty much. Both males and females from this species, quinx, take sugar meals from plants. Following mating, the female seeks blood meal. So quinx, only the females go for blood, not males. Quinx are the opportunistic feeders, feeding on mammals and birds throughout the night. Males survive only on sugar meals, and females sugar meals and blood meals. A single female can lay up to 5 egg rats in a lifetime, which is about 2 weeks, give or take, according to Stephanie Larrick, University of Florida, 2009. So my mosquito to my left, Culex torsalis, is a black mosquito distinguished by white bands on its tarsal joints. It also has a white stripe across the body and hind legs, dark chevron patterns along the underside of its abdominal segments. Torsalis takes from 7 to almost 4 weeks to develop, according to Pat R. Culex torsalis, 2003. Here's some of the larvae. This is how you distinguish them. This right here, this is the tubules where they generate in water, so they need to breathe. So this is how they breathe, basically. This is pupae right here. This is where they almost become mosquitoes. Culex torsalis is mostly active in the few hours after sunset, between roughly 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. They're also opportunistic feeders. Whatever is around them, they will feed on. Usually during daytime, they rest on shaded areas. So if you think you might have mosquito, you know, just go shake a few trees, and if you don't see nothing, then you have mosquitoes. Torsalis is a very unique mosquito because they only like to lay their eggs in fresh water. Unlike quinx, they love that dirty, filthy water. So that's how they differ from one another. In conclusion, I've gone over what West Nile virus is, how it is transmitted, and the species of mosquitoes that transmit the virus. Thank you, and yeah, that's me. No, I'm just kidding.